Hey everybody, it's Cathy and I just got off an awesome conversation on Lisa Warner's Solution Sunday with Deanna Courtney and Stacy Nye and myself and Lisa. We are and the connecting the dots happened. It was so cool. And this is why when I went to Stacy and said, I want to learn the fix code because I know G&M and that it helps get rid of the trigger. And, where Lisa's part of the solution. I love her Solution Sunday event, and it's all about it all interconnects. So it was really cool. You can see the logo that I have online here. This is my logo that if you actually go to lakeclearlodge.com/webcam, you'll see a live webcam over the mountains over the lake. So this is what I took my logo from. And my program is in, well, I say 9 parts, 9 dimensions. And a lot of people kind of hear bits and pieces of what I do, but Nourishing Your Multidimensional Body is the overall program that I use, but also different parts of it. Things like Stacy's Fix Code is part of my Nourishing Your Multidimensional Body. Using numbers is part of using nourishing your multidimensional body. And they go into these different layers, which I'm going to explain just really briefly. And there's so much more to them. And I'm not going to make this long. So just kind of go with the numbers here and we'll be done in just a sec. But I want to tell you what Nourishing a Multidimensional Body is all about, the different piece that you might want to take a look at, and also when we have our June retreat, June 11th through 13th, and you can come early even as of the 9th, either virtually or online, you're going to get this connecting the dots kind of thing, and it's going to be so awesome. I'm going to call them dimensions, and I know people have different definitions of dimensions, but we're just going to use that because that's the way that I learned the 9 levels of kind of manifesting energies from source in a nutshell. So dimension 1 is really about the blueprint of the numbers. You can have all these energies up here, but if they're not organized into a blueprint, they can't form into something solid and something wonderful. So that's the blueprint. To the earth, it's the iron core crystal. To our bodies, the human resonance of the earth actually resonates the same exact frequency as our blood. So there's the iron core crystal of the earth and our blood as a crystal as well. You take the blueprint of that with different frequency numbers because everything is energy, everything is frequency. You can use frequency numbers. So I call the first dimension that kind of thing. We can do different processes there, but also working with number frequencies. People have identified number frequencies for different things, and there's a lot of people who are very familiar with different renditions of these. There's a couple that I work with in. Dimension 2 in your body is all about the microbiome and the crystals and vitamins and minerals that are in your body. So sometimes it's more of a standard nutrition thing, if you want to call it that. And a lot of times it's energetics within your microbiome. Very hot on the list right now is the microbiome, a lot of attention to that. You can look at that a little bit of a different way. The Germanic healing knowledge shows it in a different way. It's more about the terrain theory than the germ theory, and you can connect all the dots with this, and it's with the 5 biological laws, and you can understand how your body goes through stress and dis-ease and why the symptoms are there and actually why they are looping. So much more to dimension 2. Dimension 3, really kind of 3D stuff. I get into block therapy, which is using a really unique and wonderful, elegant exercise program of literally laying on different positions on a block of wood. Yes, a block of wood. And it's amazing. It opens and balances your body, and energetically, it releases emotions and make space for your light body, for source to come in, for pure energy to come in, to generically give your body more energy imbalance, and also very, very figuratively and energetically. Also on the 3D level, we do cooking classes, how to make your food. I don't care what you eat, and we'll talk about why diets don't work, but what you eat needs to be nutrient dense. We have a lot of issues with our food systems. There's a lot of wonderful superfoods out there. There's just some common techniques that our ancestors used that made food nutrient dense so that we can get the most out of our food, especially when it's getting more expensive as well. Dimension 4 is that canopy, just like the diagram shows. It's that blue canopy that kind of overrides us, the emotions, the archetypes, the goo we have to get through to get to our higher level of um, energy, of standard, whatever you want to call it. So it's working with a fixed code. I'm also, I'm a certified emotion code practitioner, which is a little bit different than the fixed code. I'm also a certified practitioner of that. So both of those work in a little bit different ways, both very cool. Both can help with the trigger that gets to us throughout the day, and so useful right now. The heart there standing over the heart center. 5D, I will forever be grateful for learning the reset breath, quiet touch from Brenda Julian Williams. In terms of some of the things that I talked about with the Germanic healing knowledge, I had a heart program running one time, very, very crazy. But because of the knowledge I knew and how to calm it down, it's really cool. And whenever the energies get really shaky, I do the reset breath, quiet touch, and my heart can flutter, but it actually calms right down. And I've done a special video for that, so look for that on my YouTube channel, Nutritional Energetics. I have a YouTube channel with lots of different processes. You can see a lot of different things there, and a lot of interviews with a lot of really cool people. 60 is more about how those energies come down and connect into geometric forms. We've all seen the plates now where you have sound coming through and it makes different geometric forms. So we have the energies coming up from below and coming down from above, and they have to form somehow into a geometric form, and gravity has to pull it in. So we have the 3D in the perfect perfection that we can find. And we're all learning how to do this better and where it's been compromised and where the glitches are. 7 and 8 are light and sound. I do those in a number of different ways. A brand new modality that I have is bioacoustic sound therapy, where you can send me a sound print. And if you're seeing this, I will offer it for free. If you're watching this, if you would like to see what your voice tells you where your muscles are concerned or where nutrition is concerned, your voice print will tell me what is high and what is low. This is not a diagnostic per se, but it is something you can take to a wellness professional who will look at something like this and say, wait a minute, maybe I'm really high in this, maybe I'm really low in this. In terms of the muscles, it's so exciting because if you do block therapy, you can see the muscles that are functioning at a really high level or low level. And high doesn't necessarily mean it's awesome. It means it might be stuck, especially in like the nutrition level. You might have a lot of calcium. That might not mean that you have high calcium levels per se, but it might not be getting utilized in the body. So really, really cool stuff. In terms of frequency, it's all frequency and it's all energy. And these 9 levels are all frequency, all energy, and how we bring them into our 3D matter world that we live in. So light and sound for me has become very, very instrumental as well. I also use light therapy patches. They are so cool to keep the meridians balanced. Essential oils on different points of the body to keep your body balanced, and the different oils that we use. I even cook with essential oils to up the vibe of food. And salad dressings, oh my goodness, salad dressings themselves can be a tonic. So that's one thing we do in the retreats and that I teach in my classes as well. And nines, was just kind of, yeah, there's source out there and whatever. But now I am a Qigong instructor. It is very super simple. You don't have to, in my technique that I learned, you don't have to know a lot of motions and positions. Anyone can do this one. You can sit in a chair and do it. Once you get the base instruction down, you can go on and learn. I teach you the moving form. You can go on and learn the non-moving form, and also how to send chi from that upkeep. That is taking the energy. You can do all the things below. If you don't have enough energy in your body to move that energy around, then you probably won't get too far. Some people do all the processes in the world, but they just don't have enough chi energy to keep it flowing and moving. And as of course, they all interconnect. They all have, interdimensional connections. They all have their own vibe. They all have their own rules and laws that they form in, but they all interconnect. So I hope to see you either within my programs having a one-on-one session with me. Also teach how to listen to your subconscious, how to read your own subconscious. It's very easy. It's very elegant. You can, once you learn to trust it, excuse me, you learn to ask yourself questions instead of others. What does my body need right now? What food does my body need right now? Should I buy this or that? And it's truly a wonderful thing to have once you develop the skill and trust the skill of your subconscious. Like Stacy of the Fixed Code says, your thinking brain can't run your liver, but your subconscious can. And there is a way to tap into your subconscious mind so that you can learn to read your subconscious. um, ask what it needs when your thinking brain can't get beyond itself. So anyway, that's it in a very extreme nutshell. And I hope you can join us in many of our retreats that we're going to have at the Lake Clear Lodge. It's lakeclearlodge.com. Take a look at our live webcam over the lake. It's lakeclearlodge.com/webcam. And for the events, go to lakeclearlodge.com/events. Right now, while this is being taped, we have a beautiful treat that's coming up. A retreat, treat of a retreat that's coming up. So I hope to see you either virtually, or we're going to make that virtual portion of the retreats. We make them very interactive. You get a seat at our table, you get the recipes ahead of time, and you are there with us experiencing and talking to folks. So I hope you sign up for the June 2021 retreat. We're going to be having very many more. If you see this after the retreat, check out the events. And also my energetics website, which includes mostly the energetic processes, is nourishing9d.com. So I hope to meet you. If we don't know each other now, then I am honored to meet everybody who this resonates with, and we will talk to you soon.